waiver of first right of refusal. I think Faye has that paperwork. This came up in the last 2 weeks.
And what was this for, Heather?
That's a parcel, they're not changing the purpose, so it's staying 61A. They're just transferring ownership. And it's satisfied our requirements in the assessors.
And Heather, where is this?
Walnut Hill Road?
The Hanks residence, you familiar with that, Kath?
How far up Walnut Hill Road is
Do you know
that?
where Diane Cook lives?
No.
Yeah.
Right across the street,
Okay.
just about Walnut Hill right now.
Mm-hmm. Like next to Borelli's maybe?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Kath.
How much land is it and what do they want to do with it?
It's in a forestry plan. It's in a forestry plan, Kathy?
Okay.
And it's continuing into the forestry plan. They have the plan already set up with the Department of Conservation, maybe?
Yeah,
They've attached that.
it's about 22 acres.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we, the Board of Selectmen, vote to waive and not exercise the town of Barre's right of first refusal as set forth in Mass General Law, Chapter 61, Section 8, concerning the land with buildings thereon owned by Michael A. Hanks and Joanne E. Hanks, as described in Worcester County Registry of Deeds, Book 7287, page 188.
Second.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'll notarize this when I get back up to the office tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Next we have signed wage authorization forms.
Right here.
For, let's see, William Hobbs. He's a firefighter, and his proposed classification, his step is firefighter FD2. Is this a new hire?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a new hire. And an hourly salary of $15.05. We have, that's from the Fire Chief Joseph Rogowski.
Make a motion that we accept this wage authorization.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 What's today's date, 10?
Today's 10,
Okay, next we have a wage authorization form submitted by the police department. Russell Davidson, part-time patrolman, 0 to 1 year. He started last year, roughly this time, 2014. His present salary is $14.15. He's going to be part-time patrolman step 1, which will increase it to $14.79, of an increase of 4.5%. Submitted by Eric D. Metropolis.
I'll make a motion, we authorize that.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next we have another one from the police department for Matt Rael, part-time patrolman. It's the same as what I just read. He is going from $14.15 to $14.79 for a 4.5% increase.
Make a motion, we grant the chief's request.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have another one from the police department. Same thing, part-time patrolman, same figures, $14.15 to $14.79. The patrolman's, the employee's name is Charles LaPearl.
Make a motion, we grant the chief's request.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's done. Next on the agenda is highway equipment operator and working foreman position, jobs posting and position descriptions.
Do you have them in your folders?
Did you see the description, job description, Kath?
I have not looked at that part.
Okay. Heather,
I thought Jason was giving that to Heather today.
Yes, and I didn't receive anything new today.
Okay, so what do you want to do about it?
When I spoke with Jason last week, he would like to advertise the two positions simultaneously. And that's one of the reasons it's on the agenda tonight. And I asked that we had approved job descriptions before that was posted.
I've got one question on the, I actually have a couple of questions. One of them is the working foreman's position. This position was revised 6/15/06. The next one is the equipment operator's position. This was revised 7/06/2015. If you go to the part where it says special requirements, the equipment operator, it says Massachusetts Class 2 license, which should be Class B, and CDL with DOT medical examination and certification. And it says hoisting machinery operator license Class 2A with DOT medical certification. Then if you go to the working foreman one, it says Massachusetts Class B, CDL, hoisting machinery operators Class 2B, and I do believe 2B is lower than 2A. And also, the working foreman is not required to have a DOT medical examination card certificate with his Class B license. My past experience with the town on the CDL Class B licenses, the town employees do not need to possess that. And I'm just curious of why we would make the equipment operator possess that, but not the working foreman. That doesn't seem to make any sense, because the working foreman's a higher position.
Right, exactly. So should we be dealing with this anyway, just because the information from Jason has not come forward? And I know it's difficult to delay it, but
This isn't from
we've
Jason.
known for a long time
That's the
that,
existing one.
you know, Richie, you're going to retire. Should Jason have given this information beforehand?
And another thing I'd like to bring up is he's asking to post the equipment operator's position and the working foreman's position. Upon talking with Heather, he plans on, correct me if I'm wrong, Heather, hiring within for the equipment operator's position, which I think is a good idea because that gives the guys something to work towards, and that's how it's been done in the past. But my concern is he can't fill my shoes until I retire October 1st. He has a lot of work to be done between now and then, and if he's going to promote somebody from within to be the equipment operator, he should be posting for a truck driver laborer. You know, this position should have been taken care of right in the beginning of July, because we approved this in the June town meeting.
Right.
And now here it is, the middle of August, and we still haven't posted the position or nothing. If you get an application, say for the truck driver laborer, you gotta post it 10 days, then you do your interviews. If the person you choose, has an existing job, probably wants to give a 2-week notice, you know, you're looking, more than a month down the road.
Right. So it sounds like the only thing that we should be advertising for is a truck driver laborer.
Well, you really can't do that neither, Kath, till you fill the shoes of the equipment operator. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we brought that position back.
Yeah,
That position needs to be filled. It should have happened a long time ago, if you ask me. This was approved
Okay.
in June.
okay,
So he needs to get that done, and at the same time then, I would advertise for the truck driver laborer.
do those two at once.
Exactly. You can advertise for the working foreman, but you can't start paying that position till I'm gone, correct, Heather?
But we can't advertise for the truck driver and laborer until that vacancy occurs.
Right, that's what I just said.
Okay, so, but you wouldn't be able to advertise, like if you're planning on advertising for the equipment operator and the truck driver and laborer at the same time,
Yeah,
we won't know that until the equipment operator is hired. If someone from internal has taken that position.
Right, right.
Then we'll
right.
know vacancies.
so why can't he advertise it in-house and the paper at the same time?
Yeah,
The equipment operator position.
they could do that.
The equipment operator, yeah.
And if you do it that way, then, you know you're gonna be getting somebody in here,
Yeah.
then you can also advertise for truck driver laborer, no? I don't know.
Yeah, after the.
I just think that this process needs to be kind of sped up as quickly as we can. I'm not saying things should be overlooked, but, you know, here it is, the middle of August, it's the 10th of August. And
Right,
there's a lot of work to be done before winter hits.
Okay, since we don't have the position description finalized for the working foreman, you would like to hold off on advertising for that at the same time as the equipment operator?
So that's the, what you, I'm confused now.
The one you
So
have-
Jason submitted a, who submitted this one that was revised in 2015?
That's the one we discussed prior,
Who's we?
the board.
Okay, but not Jason.
And he provided some of the input to it, is
Yeah, he had a
the-
couple corrections on
for
it.
the class licenses.
Yeah, because it had like outdated class licenses.
So we're fine with the job description of the equipment operator.
That was one of the questions tonight.
Well, Kathy hasn't had a chance to look at it, so I hope she should be fine with it.
The only changes made were,
That was that handwritten note was in there, Heather?
Can I see?
under the special requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the special requirements, it's not a Massachusetts Class 2, it's Massachusetts Class B.
why is there this confusion on 2A, 2B, and
Well-
this whole business?
well-
Did things change in the state, and that's why?
No, it's two different ones, Kath. Under special requirements, the first line says Massachusetts Class 2 license and CDL with DOT medical examination certification. Okay, Massachusetts does not have a Class 2 license no more, it's Class B. That's to drive a dump truck,
Yeah,
okay?
So that needs to be changed.
Now, my understanding is that state and municipal employees are exempt from the DOT medical examination certification to drive a Class B dump truck. And the town can put it in, I guess, if we wanted to, but I don't know if somebody fought it, if we could, I don't know. But then when you go underneath the next one, Cal, hoist and machinery operator license, Class 2A with DOT medical examination certification. The 2A and the 2B are hydraulic licenses. I think 2A is rubber tired excavator, track excavator, rubber tired backhoe, and loader. 2B is just rubber tired excavator, rubber tired backhoe, and loader. Not the track excavator. We do not have a track excavator at this time.
right.
We hired that.
Right.
Can I see the original job description for the equipment operator? Do you have
Who's that, Heather?
It's the June of 2006, I think.
I think that's this one, right? Oh, yeah, revised 61506,
No, this is the new one.
This one.
that one right here.
Can I see
Yes.
this one for a second?
And Jason wanted this done, but he didn't submit the paperwork. That doesn't make sense.
That's correct. Are we absolutely sure about that DOT medical, that it's not necessary for state workers?
What's in the original like this job description from 2006? It's always been there. With, and it's listed, unless this is a mistake too, Mass Class 2 license.
Class B. Well, we can find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The only change under that special requirements was the hoisting machinery, but went from a 2B to a 2A.
Yeah.
And the hydraulic license went from a 2B to a 2A.
Right. At the bottom, yeah.
Right.
Okay. So we're comfortable with that, and our intent is the first thing we should do, even though Jason hasn't given us everything we need, is to go out to seek, the first thing is an equipment operator and bring that person in.
Correct.
And then do nothing else until that person is hired, and then seek the next person.
Truck driver laborer?
Yeah.
Because if this goes out and is posted in-house as well as elsewhere,
Yeah.
and we decide that one of the truck driver laborers would be promoted to equipment operator,
Yeah.
then you'd advertise for the truck driver laborer position at that time, Kathy.
Correct.
After we fill
Yeah.
the equipment. Yep, yep.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. I feel comfortable with that.
Okay.
The special requirements, number 2 is hoisting machinery operator's license class 2A with DOT medical examination card.
Right.
Then at the bottom, it says hydraulic license class 2A. It's the same thing. I don't know why that's there. And in order to get a hydraulics license, you need to have a DOT physical card that you'd have to mail in with your application.
Okay.
That's on the hydraulic license.
Okay.
But I don't know if this was revised, I don't know why they got the same thing in there. If it was revised, you got class 2, it should be class B license.
Yes,
So we-
it was incorrect in the first version.
So we should have it correct, we should have the correct wording in there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And who exactly has the, where you get that from to know that it's correct and legal?
Well, I know for a fact that there's no class 2 licenses no more, it's class
Okay.
A, B, and C, and I think there is a D.
Okay.
D is regular motor vehicle.
And I have a B, which allows me to drive the dump trucks.
Right.
A is trailer trucks, so it goes by weight. So you need a class B license.
Right. So,
But the part about the DOT physical, you can leave that in if you want, but my only concern was if the state says we don't need it, can the town say we do need it? And that's a change,
yeah.
because the only time we ever got DOT physicals at the DPW was when we started with the hydraulic, when they changed the hydraulic license that you needed it.
Okay. Can I just ask a question? What do you think is better for the town? Do you think, like when we hire these people, do you think that they need this medical, or what do you think? What do you think about it?
Well, probably 9 out of 10 people you hire, Kath, have the hydraulics license, so they got it anyways.
Okay.
They have to have it. I just don't want us to get in trouble. And can we go higher than the state
Yeah.
without somebody squawking?
Yeah.
We can do that, so then you can leave it in if you want. I just wanted to bring that to your folks' attention.
It's not a change from the original job description, though. It's the only thing.
You keep saying that, Heather, but you know what, dear? I've worked here for 35 years. You've never needed a DOT physical card to drive a dump truck.
I'm just saying, what people worked under for the job description, it stated rate
Right.
That you
The
needed
original
one?
one that you needed, yeah.
Well, that's, boy, the town's been run wrong for 35 years with 4 different superintendents. And I don't know how many different selectmen. That's not the way it was. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. You folks want to leave it in there, that's fine by me. But I think this wording has to be proper. Massachusetts Class B, not 2. And I don't know why you gotta have hoisting machinery license Class 2A and then hydraulic license Class 2A. As far as I know, it's the same license.
They're the same.
Yeah. 2A hoisting license.
I would feel comfortable if Heather just found out legally
Yeah.
whether that DOT medical is required or not required. And then it makes it simpler for all of us.
Okay, and she can also then find out if what's the difference between a 2A hydraulics license and a 2A hoisting.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
And then we'll make it legally correct and makes it easier on us.
Right, we should have it worded proper if we're revising it.
well,
Yeah.
we don't have a meeting for another month.
What?
Month,
Didn't we really?
3 weeks.
Sweet.
Same night as our meeting with the Board of Health, I believe. That's the second.
So in the
Monday,
meantime,
Monday.
Kathy, we want Jason to come bring this paperwork to Heather, correct?
Yeah.
I would say so.
So,
But you want
and then,
the equipment operator position advertised.
Yeah,
yes.
Well,
I think you better.
do we ask him if he plans on posting it in-house? Or do we just advertise it both ways?
I think both ways,
Both ways?
I think.
Okay, we just need to
Correct.
clarify that.
Yeah,
So that's what the board's wish is, to advertise it in-house and in the local paper or wherever we usually put it.
Correct.
that's how we've done it in the past.
Oh, not in-house stuff.
Not
Some of the in-house stuff, Heather, we just do it in-house, correct?
If we know there's interested applicants.
Right. That's kind of a,
Yeah,
it's a morale boost to the town, to the employees, because it gives them something
to shoot.
to work for.
Yeah. All right, post it in-house. Kathy,
Yep.
suppose we do this, suppose we post it in-house for 10 days. If we
Yeah.
don't have anyone respond, anyone qualified respond, then
Yeah.
we'll open it up to outside advertising.
Which is, I think, the way we usually follow it.
That's
I
the
wasn't
way-
positive.
That's the
what
way we
Richie
usually
said.
do it, Kath.
Yeah, that's what Richie said.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's what we did just recently. I do believe we did that process with the sergeant on the police department.
Yes, yeah.
Like I said, you know, it gives the employees something to work towards.
All right, so that being said, this is the motion that I'll make. I'll make a motion that we advertise for the DPW equipment operator / skilled laborer in-house for 10 days with
Job description.
with the job description being double-checked and corrected if needed. That's
Yes.
it.
I'll second that. I'll second that.
Yeah.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So then the next thing that'll happen is, if this is filled, and if it's filled within, then we need to advertise for the truck driver.
Labor, correct.
Laborer, yeah, excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
okay,
All right. So we cleared up on that.
I hope.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have an executive session, Mass General Laws, Chapter 38, Section 21, Paragraph 3.
Before you enter executive,
Yeah.
an item that the police chief asked to come up in discussion since we don't have another meeting scheduled for a while. This is regarding the Common Project and opening up Kendall Street to two-way traffic. This is an email from him. Due to the Common Project and the expected increase of vehicle bus traffic with the start of school, I submit to you my recommendation for Kendall Street. I recommend the town of Barre temporarily authorize and allow two-way traffic on Kendall Street. I ask that this temporary allowance begin on Wednesday, August 26th at noon. This should continue until the end of the season for the common project before this winter season. With the projected detours, road closures, and vehicle traffic over these next couple of months, any attempt to remove the extra traffic around the work zone would be beneficial. I will, upon your agreement, deliver notices to the residents of Kendall Street that due to the construction project in Barre Center, a temporary allowance of two-way traffic will occur on Kendall Street, and any on-street parking should be avoided during the daytime hours.
I have no problem with that.
I don't either.
And Heather,
Yes?
that means Kendall Street is open. It's not just open between 7 and 3:30. It's open all
Correct.
the time now until we make a change, say before winter.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, I make a motion, we grant the police chief's request concerning the opening of Kendall Street to two-way traffic.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Can I ask a question?
Yep, question in the audience. Kathy Howard has a question.
Common Street is a two-way street now, and the people are still parking on the road there. There should be no parking signs along the sidewalk side of the street. Otherwise, how can you go two-way, you can't go two-way.
You can't.
It can't be done.
Yep.
There should be no parking on the street there either.
It can be done if people just yield to each other.
It can be done, but I think that it just, don't let them do it. There's enough parking in the street.
So what are you gonna do with all the people that go to the bank?
Richard, the bank has enough parking.
I'm just asking.
Just for this short period of time, they're going to do the common project, I guess they can deal with it.
And also the Players Club.
That's right.
They did briefly discuss that at that meeting with the business owners, and it wasn't decided at that meeting, but they were gonna do either probably parallel
Yeah,
parking
like this.
to the bank.
Instead of like
So it
this.
would be then rather the
Yeah, that would open it up.
perpendicular or,
Yeah. Diagonal.
I don't know.
Did you hear that, Kath?
I did, it's not a very
Yeah,
big
on
street.
Common Street, that's
What?
exactly what they said, they do parallel parks.
What did you say?
I said, it's not a very big street,
No,
width-wise, so I don't know how you can do that safely, but
well, it used to be two-way at one time.
you're right, if it did, but way back then, it wasn't the traffic
Yeah, well,
that's on there now.
yeah,
And my grandkids ride up and down on the sidewalk, and I don't like it,
I don't blame
you
you.
know?
I
If it's
know.
a short period of time that you're talking about, let them park somewhere else. But you know, we don't have to put up with it.
Have the chief of police keep eyes on that for 3 or 4 days or a week and report back to us. That'd be all right, Ken?
That's fine.
Okay.
Also, can I comment on that, on Kendall Street, especially with school opening, and it's the fact that we use it, make it two-way, the police need to really be there to see these kids, because once they learn they can use that, they're gonna just cut away with them.
They will,
Use that as a shortcut.
they will.
Which is, I guess, what we want. We
Right,
want to
exactly.
use that area
Yep.
instead of going to the common and then taking a right from there.
When's the first day of school?
September 20, August
August.
25th.
August 26th.
Six.
The when-
It's on a Wednesday.
That's when Eric is asking.
Okay, well, just make sure he gives those people plenty of notice.
The
Even if,
residents.
Right.
even if he has to go there the next day and bang on doors, because they will park in the street.
Right. They need advance notice, and we need to put it in the Barre Gazette.
Correct. We have that nice orange sign, we can put it on that too.
Richard drove down Common Street the other day, and the people were
Yelling at me.
horns and waving
Oh, I
at him.
know.
Oh, they thought you were going the wrong
Yeah,
way?
I thought he was going the wrong way.
Heather, a while ago, Kathy had made a motion to ask Eric for a police report about the traffic incidents with detail officer. Do we receive that from him?
No.
Could you please follow up on that?
Yep, I can.
It's been several weeks.
And one more just notification, there's a meeting tomorrow, the Public Safety Building Committee meeting is tomorrow at 4:30.
Here?
Yes, yep, in this room.
I was asked today how that.
And are we gonna get reviews?
I think there's a schematic design that they will
Yeah.
discuss. And we should be receiving our first reimbursement from the state within a couple days.
Anything else, Heather?
Great.
Nothing.
Okay? Kathy or anybody have anything? All right, we're gonna take a
All
little,
set.
take a couple-minute break and let the room clear, and then we're gonna go into executive section, correct?
Correct.
Good.
Okay.
For